Greetings for the day, students. Today I'll take a topic of paper 8B and the topic is terpenoids. First we'll take the introduction to terpenoids. Originally the term terpene was applied to a mixture of isomeric hydrocarbons of the molecular formula C10H16 occurring in turpentine and other essential oils. Their oxygenated derivatives like alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, etc. at that time were called camphors. But as the discovery of related compounds increased with time, the definition of the term was also modified to cover all the compounds of the empirical formula C5H8 under the name terpenoid. That is, the terpenes and camphors of earlier time are now called terpenoids, and actually the term terpene is only limited to a class of terpenoids, that is monoterpenes having molecular formula C5H8 whole twice, while the term camphor is limited to an individual terpenoid. But we must be familiar with the word terpene and terpenoid. The term terpene represents only the hydrocarbons, that is C5H8 whole N, while the term terpenoid represents the hydrocarbons as well as the oxygenated derivatives, that is all the camphors having C5N times. So all the terpenes and terpenoids are terpenoids, but not vice versa. But even now in most of the books the term terpene is used in general, that is for hydrocarbons as well as for oxygenated derivatives. Now we come to the occurrence of terpenoids. In our daily practice, we see that fruits, flowers, leaves, stems, barks and roots of nearly all the plants have some pleasant smell. It has been observed that this pleasant smell of the fruits is actually due to the presence of certain steam volatile oils known as essential oils. The essential oils are complex mixtures of hydrocarbons and their oxygenated derivatives. Though some such oil are of bitter almond and the oil of wintergreen consists mainly of one constituent, that is C6H5CHO and methyl salicylate respectively. Among the chief constituents of the essential oils are the terpenoids having carbon atoms up to C15, that is mono and sesquiterpenoids, and their oxygenated derivatives such as alcohols, aldehydes and ketones, as well as some closely related open chain alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. Some of the important essential oils with their terpenoid constituents are shown in this table, and we can see some very important essential oils that we encounter in our everyday life, like turpentine. It contains the terpenoid pinene. Similarly, camphor contains camphor. Rose contains geraniol. Ginger contains gingiberine, etc. Due to their pleasant smelling nature, the mono and sesquiterpenoids are of considerable commercial importance, particularly in the perfume industry. Moreover, various terpenoids show biological activity. For example, they show insecticidal, anthelminic and antiseptic actions and are thus also useful in pharmacy. As far as occurrence of higher terpenoids is concerned, the di- and triterpenoids are found in plants, gums, resins, and some triterpenoids are also found in the animal kingdom. Now we come to the classification. Terpenoid hydrocarbons are classified on the basis of number of isoprene units which they contain. The classes found in nature are listed in this table with their isoprene units and molecular formula. The terpenes have been classified as hemiterpene. It contains one isoprene unit. Monoterpenes contain 2 isoprene units. Sesquiterpenes contain 3 units. Diterpenes contain 4 units. Triterpenes contain 6. Tetraterpenes or they are also called carotenoids, contain 8 units, and polyterpenes or rubber, they contain n number of isoprene units. Now each class of the terpenoid except hemiterpenes, which is represented by a single member, that is isoprene, and even that does not occur in nature, is further classified into various subclasses on the basis of number of rings present in the molecules, like acyclic terpenoids, those having an open chain structure; monocyclic terpenoids, those having one ring in their structure; bicyclic, those having 2 rings in their structure; tricyclic, those having 3 rings in their structure, and so on. Now we come to the general characteristic of terpenoids. With a few exceptions, terpenoids are colorless, pleasant smelling liquids or solids, insoluble in water, and readily volatile in steam. Most of them are optically active. Since almost all the terpenoids have one or more double bonds, they add on all olefinic reagents like halogens, hydrogen halide, nitrosyl chloride, which we call Tilden's reagent, nitrosyl bromide, etc. Some of the terpenoids having conjugated system of double bonds undergo Diels-Alder reaction. Further, owing to the presence of olefinic bonds, they are also easily oxidized nearly by all the oxidizing agents. A number of terpenoids are labile, that is, they readily isomerize in presence of acids into more stable forms, and the most important thing is on thermal decomposition, almost all the terpenoids yield isoprene as one of the products, as we can see in this reaction. And isoprene is 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. Now, structural features of terpenoids or the isoprene rule. The most important structural feature of nearly all the terpenoids is their derivation from one or more monomeric structural unit, that is isoprene, and hence they are sometimes also referred as isoprenoid compounds. So the common structural feature that was the result of 2 important observations. First, the empirical formula of nearly all the terpenoids hydrocarbons and their is C5H8, and on thermal decomposition they yield isoprene as one of the products. The divisibility of nearly all the terpenoids into isoprene units was first pointed out by O. Walsh in 1887 under the name isoprene rule. The isoprene rule is further confirmed by the 3 facts. Number 1, isoprene may be dimerized in laboratory to give a widely distributed terpenoid, diterpene. Number 2, isoprene may be polymerized in laboratory to give rubber or polyterpenoid like product. And number 3, the destructive distillation or pyrolysis of rubber and other terpenoids afford isoprene as one of the products. So here we see that even not only the presence of isoprene unit, but their special type of arrangement is found to be present in nearly all the terpenoids. Ingold in 1925 formulated this observation under the name the special isoprene rule. So according to the special isoprene rule, the isoprene units in a terpenoid are usually joined in head to tail fashion. That is, 1/4 linkages are present in them. The branched end of the isoprene unit was considered as head. For example, in a terpenoid of formula C10H16, the isoprene units are linked in this manner, which I have shown in the diagram. So these are the 2 isoprene units we can see here are joined in head to tail fashion. Now, the isoprene units making up several naturally occurring terpenoids are shown in this diagram. The first is one isoprene unit. In the second example, that is myrcene, it has 2 isoprene units, and third is limonene, which has 2. It also has a 2 isoprene unit, but myrcene is acyclic and limonene is cyclic compound. In these two also they have 2 isoprene units joined in head to tail fashion. But here one thing we should remember, that the isoprene and the special isoprene rule have been of great value as a working hypothesis in structure determination of terpenoid compounds. But it must also be noted in mind that isoprene rule is not, of course, a rule in the sense that it is a natural law and is simply a summary of experience. There are departures, that is deviations from it, and apparent violations. For example, in the compound krypton, as we can see here, it has only 9 carbon atoms instead of 10. So, isoprene rule cannot be applied to this. Similarly, there are also exceptions to special isoprene rules. For example, here we can see in the compound lavandulol, the 2 isoprene units are not joined in head to tail arrangement, and similarly there are other compounds also where there is violation from the isoprene rule and special isoprene rule. So that was all about the occurrence, classification and general characteristics of terpenoids. In the next lecture, we will discuss the determination of the structure of terpenoids. Thank you. Have a nice day.